start kicking it off. Now we are live. We are live, ladies and gentlemen. Throw in this thing real quick.
We're live?
What?
What is that? Oh, I thought
And we are live.
I thought one of y'all was getting raided.
Sir McAwesome is not making it. If he makes it after, I'll add him in. But we have very nice stuff, you know, as you can see, guys. We have very nice layouts and everything else. You notice what we're seeing here, guys? Everyone noticed the nice little names next to our names, and then what's supposed to be an animated logo, and then the sponsors. It's called Photoshop. It's called
you
Photoshop.
did it on your OBS?
Yeah. It's called Photoshop. I did our version of everything else, you know.
That's a nice little. That's your office, Jim?
Nah, that's his living room.
My office.
He calls it his office, but it's his living room.
It used to be a master bedroom.
Why? Wait a minute.
Someone got kicked out. Someone got kicked out. Used to be.
Why y'all not sleeping in the master bedroom?
No,
Yeah.
I grew up in this house.
My dude. My dude said.
Before it got remodeled, it was.
So it's remodeled. So I'm guessing the other rooms are big.
Oh, that's too big.
No, actually, my master bedroom is smaller. Well, that's about the same size, I guess.
Oh, okay. I'm still wondering why. All right, we ready to record?
We are ready to record.
None of that was recorded, so nobody knows.
Okay. When you're ready, let me know so I could put on the intro.
Oh, go ahead.
Start from the top.
Why is the music so dramatic?
All right. Because we dramatic, bro. If we're not dramatic, I don't know what you call us.
It's just so serious.
Oh man.
You don't want it to be free?
So we're live. We have 3 viewers. Not bad. To start off with. And it just went to 0, so Twitch is effing up. 0 viewers. Let's go. The hell are you eating, Jim?
Beef jerky.
Oh.
Oh, what?
Beef jerky.
Hey.
All right.
Are y'all known for beef jerky?
So let's kick it off. Jared, put your fancy face in the camera.
The face is not in the camera?
You're like all the way to your left of the camera. And Jin, I can see his pores. He's so close to the goddamn screen. Oh my god.
I'm looking at my
Someone had 16-year-old acne.
Am I talking about? I have good skin, man.
He's Korean, plastic surgery.
I have excellent skin.
Doctor cut the skin off his ass and stick it on his cheeks.
You said you have excellent skin? What do you use?
I don't use anything.
You just use
I don't have great skin, but I don't have bad skin. I honestly don't use any products.
Who believes that Jin does not use any products? Who does not believe that Jin?
I should use products, but I don't.
I would be.
Jin on his off time away from gaming and streaming, he's a K-pop star, you know.
A side job,
Yeah.
a side game.
K-pop star at a drip joint. Alright, let's kick things off. Sorry, guys.
No, you're good. Go ahead. Gotta get the.
Alright, so we're talking about this episode 3 of our very long lost episodes. Codename sponsors. In this episode, Jin will be telling you guys everything you need to know about Approaching a sponsor. Jin, take notes because you're presenting. Approaching a sponsor. How to pitch a sponsor. Which sponsor to choose.
I also think at the bottom. I think at the bottom you got episode 2 streamers.
Oh, cool. That was on purpose, guys.
Can you change that?
Test you guys
On
on
the stream?
how
Okay,
you
cool.
guys how active you guys are in Discord. It was a test.
If anyone reads that.
It was
But
a
yeah,
test.
so. But also, I also want us to kind of go over because like a lot of people, also misconstrue like affiliations, and
Mhm.
I see a lot of people saying, "Hey, I'm sponsored by these guys." And it's like, no, you're not. You're not sponsored by
Yeah.
them. You're not. You're not. Yeah, you're just not sponsored by them. So,
Yeah.
So what is a sponsor?
Yeah.
All right.
All
I
right.
just
Ask the
updated it.
question again. Sorry. I was.
Alex,
Awesome. Why are you not in here, bro? Ethan, why are you not in here? Look. I have your name prepared and you didn't show up. Look. Make awesome.
What do you mean? He's here.
No, in Discord. I mean, in this group call. In this group call. I was flashing.
Oh.
What up, Perk?
What's going on?
Share with your mothers, guys, your fathers, your grandparents, your
Yeah,
granddaddies.
man.
Share with everyone so that we could all, do a lot of stuff with this.
But you asked a question, Jen.
Mm-hmm.
Like you to ask your question.
All right, so Jin asked a question. Jer, go ahead. Why don't you just explain to us your definition of?
Oh, I mean, sponsors are anybody willing to give you. It's not just about money, but anybody willing to give you money or, I guess like clothes, items, merch. There you go. In the name of actually sponsoring you, actually wearing it without any pay, without any. You're not paying for it. They're paying for it. They're paying for everything. So they're giving it to you as a sponsor versus like you, which is an affiliation, which you would pay or you would get like something for free.
Right.
But you have to earn something. You have to earn a certain like amount of payments or something like that towards it in order to get a bump up for it.
All
So,
right.
that's just my definition of it. If anybody else has a more definitive,
All right.
So anybody can be a sponsor. Anybody
Exactly. Anyone that wants to, I would say, financially invest in an org, I guess, would be a sponsor.
yeah.
Not even an org, just in the general sense. Like if you want to support.
Yeah.
I know individuals that have
Yeah.
sponsorship.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
the individual person could be sponsored by, I don't know, Levi.
Right.
They, they give you like $500 a month.
Right.
There's a contract drawn up or something like that, but you don't have to give them any money. You don't give them any.
Right.
They're basically supporting you, and through your channel or through your whatever you do,
Mm-hmm.
they're kind of getting their name out. So
Yeah.
they're sponsoring you by providing something for you for free.
And you give
In
them something in
exchange,
return.
in exchange, you're giving them like
Marketing.
Yeah, marketing.
Jingo
what's the
landscape.
word? No, not awareness, but
Yeah.
what's the
Well,
word?
it could be awareness. You have a certain demographic that they feel like they don't reach, but they feel like it's very important. For example, we talk about Twitch and stuff. Coke gaming is something like, game. I mean, Coke has nothing to do with games or video games, as far as I know.
Yeah.
And, they do it
They're
through-
sponsoring someone. Yeah.
I'm thinking of awareness, but I'm thinking of a different word.
Describe it.
Awareness.
So,
What is the word that I'm looking for? Someone in chat, help me out.
describe
What do you mean?
it. Like,
What do you mean? Like
It's-
for the sponsors or for us? Like, what do you mean?
No, what sponsors do, or what we do for the sponsor, we give them not awareness, but we give them
Brand exposure.
Yeah, exposure. That's what I'm looking for. Exposure.
Jesus Christ. All right.
Promotion.
promotion, exposure.
Promotion.
I think one thing that you know we've done or I've done in the past with the org that we shouldn't have done is basically jump to rush to work with different partners, more specifically charity partners.
Uh-huh.
Simply because well I overlooked the capability of the org, I would say, on what we
Oh.
can and cannot do, and
You
how
jump the gun.
yeah, basically how financially stable we all are, if we are, or how if some of us are. I would say, I wouldn't say all of us, but some of us are, and it just and past members have taught me into signing with various different charities. Well, just one in particular, and we raised absolutely nothing. I would call it, because it was what, $13,
Mm-hmm.
so it's absolutely nothing. And that was terrible. That was a terrible experience because I tied my name to it, and I signed with my legal name, address, and everything else. And by the end of the year, which is 2020, if we didn't sort that out, we had to pay for it.
They were coming. They were like the mob. They
Yeah.
were coming to Hong Kong to whoop your ass.
Yeah.
For what though?
Because we agreed with them that we were gonna raise a certain capital for them in terms of a charity donation, and we didn't hit that target.
So they come after you?
No, it's not come after. It's not come after. It's just
It's like
original.
A dono.
No, but
So
original.
help them.
It's one. It's a donut, but the next thing is that, like, when we were in cahoots, previous members are saying, "Oh, that's easy. We can hit that. We can hit that. We can hit that. Let's just do it." And I got into it because everyone said that. Majority of people said that they can, and then it just burned us. At the same time, what I should have more focused on in terms of sponsor or partner, it's more like make money for your org or for yourself first before you make money for others.
Well, that's
for sure.
also raised another important question too. When is it appropriate to actually approach sponsorship or even charities to even consider for them to even consider you or you to start working with them? Because
right.
Like you said, a lot of orgs do bad deals.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not uncommon for orgs to do bad deals in the sake of whatever you feel like you did a bad deal for. So what do you feel like would be an appropriate time to approach somebody?
Yeah. So I would honestly think that within an org, as I mentioned, make money for yourself first, to have that reserve.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about partnerships right now, right?
Oh, yeah. I guess we're getting in that, but it still relates, I think.
Yeah. So I mean, way my question is being put is in sponsorship, partnerships.
Mm-hmm.
And
When's a good
like
time?
all that stuff falls in the same
category.
category.
When is a good time besides sponsored? Let's clarify that. When is a good time to just reach out to a third party?
Yeah. Well, I think sponsorships is like anytime you're not losing anything for sponsorship. If you're asking when's a good time where more sponsors will be more likely to accept you or decide to sponsor you,
sure.
I think that becomes, so let's say that. Mm-hmm. So that and partnership are similar, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Then I think...
you don't put charities in that?
Or charities.
Oh, okay. Just wondering.
But charities doesn't really...
I feel like charity doesn't do much.
To a charity.
Yeah.
It's us being a sponsor to a charity, pretty much.
Yeah.
So if we want to do that, we want to.
It's the giving and the receiving end, basically.
Yeah, we need to. It's basically another marketing. I mean, it's not just marketing. If you believe in something and you want to help a cause.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's.
Then that's the charity that we want to be a part of.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But in order to be part of that, we have to have. You can't give something you don't have.
Yeah, correct.
You have to build yourself. You have to build yourself or your organization or whatever you're trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
You need some kind of income to do something. Even if you want to do something positive in life,
right?
You can't just do it out of
nothing.
You can, but you're going to be very limited.
Yeah.
The more resources you have, the more good you can do in this world.
Right.
Even the best of hearts, they need something.
Right.
I would say you need to build some kind of income, or you need some
Yeah.
kind of
That's why I like
support
make money for
of
yourself
people.
first. Yeah. So make money for the org first, and guys, this is for people that wants. Well, it's not just for an org, but for streamers as well.
Yeah, streamers.
It's kind of like make money for yourself before you go and make money for other people, cause it's just facts. It's
I
just
think
it's hard to.
like I think what most people do, and I say most, not people who actually do it for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing I want to also highlight, we actually believe in we actually talked to a guy from Make a Wish. We actually believe in every charity that we do. Because we're just good. I feel like we're good people. Yeah. But a lot of people do it for clout. They do it for, hey, I think if I have my name by this org, or I mean not this org, but by this sponsor partnership, or even to say that I'm in the same realm as them, a lot of people feel like that's gonna attract viewers. And if that is your initial bargaining chip to get more viewers and even to get your name out there, I would say,
don't do it for cloud.
You should be doing that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself, because it's gonna shoot you in the foot.
I'm not gonna say that
I've learned throughout this. Go ahead.
No.
Sorry.
I'm not gonna say that it doesn't work all the time, but I do want to say, like, if you're trying to get something for yourself, like, and you live that way and you try to focus that way, and like you do, like, on the outside you just try to have the image that you're gonna be helping someone or like supporting a charity, but really you don't really care that much.
Right.
And that stuff is gonna follow you, like who you are. People are gonna eventually figure out who
exactly.
you are. You can't like cover that up. So
absolutely. No, I totally agree. I think, especially being in the streamers mindset, I think the best thing that, like, that's one thing that I've seen even with streaming, is a lot of streamers give off a certain persona of being a helpful, positive person, but really down the line, like, you find out, like, oh, this guy's not actually, but yeah, man. But with partnerships and stuff, man, if my biggest thing is don't force it. A lot of partnerships and sponsorships, they do reach out to you. Right. So I think the biggest thing is just to worry about growth and kind of worry about, like, how you want to be viewed. Like, what do you want to be viewed for? Versus like, because anybody can offer you any amount of money, right, to do something. But if you don't believe in it, like, people notice that too. Like, you know what I mean? People notice when, hey, bro, you literally just did that because they were going to give you 500. Right. Like, that was the only reason why you rep Levi's. You don't wear Levi's, you wear Wrangler. So why wouldn't you, you know what I mean? Why wouldn't you just wait till, well, I wouldn't say wait till Wrangler hits you up, but why would you fake that? You know what I mean? I think with perfect example for me personally is like someone like Dr. Disrespect. A guy who, like, used Old Spice throughout. You could tell, like, he used Old Spice. Like, he's an Old Spice guy. He used it in stream. Right. He made funny little moments with Old Spice and stuff like that. So that made more sense. He was really passionate about that over someone who's probably never used Old Spice, and then Old Spice reaches out to him and he goes, sure. And then they don't know how to really create content. They don't know how to really create content around Old Spice and stuff. But you can tell, like, he was really into that shit.
I mean, if you're talented and you're like an actor and you could pull it off, I would do it. Like, if something came my way, but I mean, not at the cost of, like, I wouldn't go against something against my values or my character. Right. But who knows? Honestly, until it actually happens. But I can sit here and say that I'm not. But, like, for $1 million sponsorship, do this. What would you do? Right. I mean, hopefully you still.
What would you do? Like what do you feel like the most, like, something that you probably don't believe in? What would you do for a meal? Someone was like, "Hey, bro, I'm gonna offer you $1 million. You gotta do this on the stream."
I don't know, man.
Well, that's more like a donation though. That's like straying away from more being a sponsor. Yeah. I feel.
Well, I'm talking about like if a sponsor offers you that, like, yo,
Yeah, it's the same
you're-
thing.
No, but
Yeah.
I just feel like sometimes the different sponsor that you like, if you're a guy that takes in any and every sponsor, it kind of messes up your chance of getting future sponsorships. Cause it's like
Yeah.
oh, this guy did Red Bull one time and all of a sudden he did Monster. You know, like it's kind of like, okay, well, you know, Red Bull won't continue to support you, or Monster won't continue to support you because you just, you know, you rep
Yeah, but
their
my-
competition
my-
earlier.
My take on that is you have to know yourself. You
Yeah,
have to
yeah,
know
exactly.
where your value is, right?
The guy, he's alive and he did his hair.
I'm no longer Jin.
Let me
I'm
give him
no
his
longer-
name. Let me give him his name. The guy did his
no-
hair for this. I gotta do it.
You're no longer Jim. Oh, because it's not under your thing. Oh, he had to move it.
I gotta give this guy his name. The guy did his hair for everything. Oh, cleaned
Nice.
up. Did a facial before stream. What
You
up,
a Steelers-
awesome?
Are you a Steelers fan?
Look at how cute this guy looks, Jerry. Look at this guy.
Can he
I
hear us?
can't hear. I can't hear him.
I don't think he hears.
He can't
I
hear.
don't think he can.
No,
He said no. He hears us, but he can't say anything for some reason.
He needs to set his audio up.
Well, if he's a Steelers fan, he doesn't. He does not need to look at ESPN right now. Taking their ass whipped. Oh,
Yeah, but going back to what I was saying,
Yeah.
like if I got a Red Bull or a Monster, I would just. You have to know yourself. If you're not big enough, where, like, everything is a stepping stone at that point, right? If someone like that comes along to you, you can't be like saying no to one or another, because who knows if the other is ever gonna come to you. What up, awesome?
what up?
Right
what up,
here.
Austin?
What's up?
Look
So
at
because
this
you-
guy.
are you a Steelers fan?
Let's do this again, Jerry. Look at this guy. Did a facial and pretty up his hair before coming. Oh, look at the dimples. He drew those on. No, I'm kidding.
That's my makeup.
He drew
I'm
those on.
team for the ladies, yo.
Mark two
Are you,
black spots.
are you in another? Are you in another room?
No.
No, that's
the
the
same room.
same room. He just
It's the
took
same
off
room?
his green
No
screen.
green screen.
Green screen on?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, well, I
took
thought
it
you
all
like.
down.
I thought you was like in a basement. Like you're not in a basement.
No, it's a bedroom.
It's a bedroom. Oh, that's cool. Are you a Steelers fan? Are you a Steelers fan?
I used to be.
Oh, you used to be. I'm
Yeah.
glad you said used to be because you would hate to be one today.
Yeah, I don't watch football anymore.
Oh, I'm sorry. I watch it periodically.
My Seahawks lost yesterday. It was
Wait,
bad.
Are you sad?
I'm sad, dude. I'm sad. We played pretty well, and then yesterday's game, I don't know, man. Not looking like the team we're supposed to be looking like.
Hey, I green screen all my muscles when I stream. I feel that would be crazy, wouldn't it?
Chrissy, baby, what up? What up? How are you? How are you?
Yeah, that would be crazy as hell.
Big Daddy Games. You green screen a lot of stuff, and take off that neon green from your name, bro. It hurts my eyes.
Can you choose a color?
Yeah, you can choose the color. You can do like exclamation mark color, and then you change it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So yeah, awesome. Welcome. We're talking about sponsorships. You were watching the stream. But
yeah.
you know, we're talking about when to approach a sponsor and how. Well, we covered more when, right? When it's kind of like make money for yourself before you could, go make money for someone else, or even to the point of sponsor wise. Make sure you have a community on lock that supports you before you go and get a sponsor.
And that's also one thing we didn't cover either.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? How is your community? Because
Yeah.
if you could be. I know a lot of big streamers that
Mhm.
don't really sell anything.
Yeah, correct.
They're just big streamers, but they don't sell.
Yeah.
They don't. Your community's not that type of engaging. Like if I wore,
Beef jerky.
if Jen was doing beef jerky, like everybody's like, nah, we're good on beef jerky. We're just here to watch you
Yeah.
drop a 20 bomb. Like that's it. That's all. it is.
What's up, Chrissy? I'm good. How's the podcast? The podcast is going well. We actually have a full house. We have everyone in here, so it's cool. Awesome. Did his awesome. Actually looks 100% different. It's like a complete makeover. I don't know who the hell this guy is. Actually, this guy underneath here. I don't. Where is he? There. I don't know who this guy is. I don't know who that guy is. Okay.
What happened to the glasses?
What happened to the
Yeah, that's what I'm
glasses? What happened to the
saying. That's what I'm
the
saying.
weird looking hair? What
Yeah,
happened
yeah,
to the jacket?
I got my contacts in.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Bro, you had a date, dog. You had a date.
Yeah. It's
I
COVID, bro.
wish.
COVID.
I wish I did, but
Alright, well, hey,
cuts, I'm gonna
guys.
have to look into that.
Hey, single ladies, Chrissy, girls, friends,
Cattleman's
aunties,
you're like
aunties.
like the dad that's trying to hook up his son all the time.
Yeah. Do you know my son?
Yeah,
A-Prosh
my
and
son's
cool.
single.
son has good credit. I didn't fuck with his credit when he was young.
Oh my god, Kettleman is good. You want the best? Buy Wicked Cuts.
Wicked cuts.
Whatever that means. But
It's a jerky. It's beef jerky.
okay.
They're
But it's
sponsoring
Famous
this
body
jerky
bodybuilder
now.
from Texas, Branch Warren.
yeah.
That's jerky. Okay. That's what's up.
Yeah, so, I mean, back to topic. Let's not stray too far off topic. But back to the sponsor topic is make sure you have a community that supports.
Yeah, engaging.
Obviously, you don't need a huge community, to be honest. You just need people that really is there to believe in basically the organization or you as a streamer. And I feel like with that type of community, it would help when someone wants to sponsor or partner up with you, especially like stuff like Grind, right? Obviously, Grind, we partner up with them. They sponsor a couple of the streamers, some of the past streamers, a couple of the tubs of Grind, and the streamers didn't even do an unboxing or a taste test on stream or anything. They received it, took one picture with it, boom, that's it, you know. And I just feel like for that, people like that's like, okay, you got to reconsider who all is within your community, basically, you know, because some people might just be here to just sit and wait for something to happen, and that's not that's not the type of people you want to show off to your sponsors, I would say, because that would make them regret doing anything with you.
I think if someone's gonna sponsor you, they're obviously expecting something
In return,
in return. It's not, why would anyone just give out free stuff or even sample stuff? If everyone's thinking about they need to gain something, right? And the best situation is not just you gain something, it's, hey, let's work together, let's help each other. You'll gain something and I'll gain. That's just the nature of how things are.
Yeah, I think that's what a lot of people don't think about either. Is like, what do I have to actually offer for these guys to actually, you know, want to, even if I reach out to them first, like, what do I have to offer?
Yeah.
What can I bring? Yeah, what can I bring to the table? You know what I mean? Like, you could be the nicest person in the world, and if you just have 3 guys in your chat, well, you're gonna have to show me that, number one, that you can kind of expand those 3 viewers, but also that, hey, are those 3 viewers gonna buy my stuff?
Right.
Are they going to? Are they gonna buy my stuff, or you know what I mean? Or are they engaging enough with you when you post new content?
Right.
What are they doing on your content? What are they? Yeah. So,
well, as a sponsor, I'm gonna benefit if you grow. Right. Because you're gonna reach a deeper audience. So it's to my benefit to help you grow in some way. But you have to do your part in helping me if I'm going to be your sponsor in some way, whether it's not exposure or, you know, sales or something.
That's
it's a two-lane road. You give and you get, but you also have to receive.
Yeah, I feel that, and that's why I feel like for sponsor wise, as much as, you know, some streamers or orgs are rushed to get one just to say they have one. Pick your sponsors well. Believe in your sponsors, either product, service, or whatever. Just believe in it, you know, and make sure that it's something that if you as a user or you as a consumer would actually use as well.
Yeah, you should be growing with your sponsor.
Yeah.
That's why I would look at a sponsor and go, how would they, if they decide to grow, or they made a certain amount of money ever since signing me, and how much money did they make? And then I should be growing along with them. I'm not saying that you should just get like half of that or anything like that, but you should be like the brand you should be looking at is like, all right, is this brand going to take me with them, or am I going to stay the same way and they're going to be the ones making the money and I'm going to be the ones just sitting here, obviously being the tool in the situation.
Yeah. So and no matter what sponsorship you do, I feel like just think of it like you're trying to make that whoever's helping you, you're trying to help them grow.
Right.
Yeah. And like if you're committed to that one sponsor, even though they're nobody and never will be an anybody, if you show your commitment to it, then other sponsors will see the commitment that you have to that sponsor and be like, hey, you know what? This guy's willing to go the extra mile for maybe my company that's tiny, but it's someone that I can trust because he's loyal to this other sponsor. So it's like all that kind of stuff shows. So you just got to do your best and be positive with what you have. Whether or not someone finds you or you try to find someone, like work to try to benefit the other person and it'll come around to you, man. Some way. It might take time, but it'll eventually come around.
One thing I learned in just life in general is just like when you do things for others, don't expect a return, and that would be the best thing that you could kind of live by. Because if you always expect a return, you will basically you disappoint yourself at times. Yeah. So
but they disappoint, bro. They're gonna disappoint you 9 times out of 10. Because I mean, how many times have you done 100 folds for someone and then you're like, I didn't even get a half of what I did. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean?
No, but that's the best way. That's the best way. If you don't expect it in return, even if they give you a little bit of something, you'll be like, oh, great.
Yeah,
you know,
but like, great. Yeah.
But if you're like, okay, I promoted this sponsor and he get like, $100,000 worth of sales, for example. If you don't expect something in return, maybe the sponsors give you something. But if you're like, I should get a cut of that 100,000, then you'll be salty about it, and you might not be wanting to like promote the sponsor.
You might even miss out on the bigger picture, man. That might not even be the big sale that's coming up.
No, I know, but I mean, I'm just saying. Overall, that's like if someone expects something in return for them doing something for you, for example.
But at the same time, you have to know your own value too, right?
Yeah.
If they're not hooking you up, if you're doing something for them, like, and they're getting a lot of sales because of you, and they're not doing anything for you, then they don't value you. So you're wasting your time with them at that point too. So you have to know, like, all right, like, I want to help them as much as I can, but then at some point they have to also realize, hey, this guy's cool. Like, he's helping me out. I'm gonna help him out in some way. Like, there has to be that kind of relationship as well. Can't just be one-sided.
So when do you guys think that it would be like, okay, because Jen, you also brought a good point as well. I'm busting my ass. I'm looking at the analytics like we always do with everything that we do, and we look at the sales that we're bringing in, and it's not accumulating to what we brought in. Like, we're not even getting squat. Like, we're not getting anything about it. Do we move on to a new sponsor, or?
That's the thing. Secure a different one. Well, that's not even a sponsor. The one that you're referring to is more like a partnership. Or affiliation.
Let's say it's we're using it.
Well, if we use that, then I would say get out. Just get out. But if you're looking to do something like what we're doing, example for merch, right? We want to gain some money in order for us to have like a sales record or even as an income record, then stick with it until you find a backup, because there's no other choice, right? If we're out, we're out. We can't do anything else, but stick with it until you have a backup, or if it's something that you really don't need to make you, then just cut it. If if you clearly can see you're being taken advantage of after the agreement was made, then that's something different, right? The other party is not holding up to their end.
Meeting their ends.
Basically. But then the next thing I want to bring up is, like, if you are a streamer or you are a org and you want to sign, like, if you're reaching out to a sponsor or partner, you just, besides your community, make sure that you have a steady people supporting. You got to make sure that you're providing content that people find useful.
Mm-hmm.
So, example, sitting behind a streaming desk and stream for 8 hours a day with the logo on the bottom right, that's not really that helpful. You know,
in terms of sponsorship.
Yeah, in terms of sponsorship, because what if you're streaming for maybe 8 to 10 people and none of them ever ask you, hey, what's that logo about? Oh, what's this thing about? Then that's different, right? Or if you don't even bring it up throughout the stream. But I just feel like when you have a steady number of following in terms of social media, a bit of an influence on social media, and a bit of a activity on social media, I would say yes, that's good, but it's not ideally the right time for sponsors. You know, test the waters out with your community, put something out there and see if your communities notice it or willing to support it. Or even, you know, I guess the community that you build is everyone supporting what you as a streamer or a gamer believes in, or an org believes in, right?
Yeah.
So kind of like, if they support you and they're on the same page as you, when you pull in a sponsor, I'm guessing most likely they also believe in why you work with this sponsor.
You're talking about finding the right sponsor.
Yeah.
So you should probably, like, say you do VR content, you should probably find a sponsor that does like energy drinks or something to help you
VR equipment
in VR. Yeah.
That helps you in VR.
Yeah.
Like give you the energy, or whether it's something to help you improve. Headphones.
Oh, okay.
Stuff like equipment, stuff like that. Help improve your setup.
Yeah, make you a better streamer, grow your community, and also something that can, you know, if it's a sponsor for an energy drink, that can benefit your community as well. You know, if they're getting an energy drink that they're paying maybe $20-$30 for, but your one is $20-$30 or the same cost but more or better, then I guess people will switch, right? Because people kind of just want what's better for them.
And I also think, like, you know, even with finding like a new or better or sponsor in general, especially for like small streamers, or, you know, man, really how big you are. I think also trying to find people who it makes sense if we're specifically talking about esports, making sense in this industry, because there's actually a lot of people. I've talked to a lot of just different businesses, a lot of business heads, and a lot of them don't even know what Twitch is. They don't even know nothing about streaming. They don't know nothing about esports or anything like that, and they would love to get into it, but they have no strategy. They have no knowledge of it and things like that. If you feel like you're that streamer that can go out and actually talk to some of these guys and actually put it into, you know, numbers or articulation to these guys, how important gaming is to some people, I would go out and reach to some of those smaller companies, or even companies that are not in it, like Red Bull, all that stuff. To me personally, it's saturated. Like, you're not even gonna, unless you're someone as big as like a Ninja or Tim the Tatman, you're not gonna really get into their bag. You're gonna be like a small peer. But yeah, if you're like, you go into some of these smaller and stuff like that, they can see the value in you starting off, because they're like, well, you're the first streamer to ever think to even come to us. So let's see what you can offer and what we can do for our viewers as well, and see if we can, you know, interject. Because you'll be surprised how many gamers and stuff like that, like Budweiser's in gaming and stuff like that. And I'm surprised, like, more beer companies or wine companies not thought to, hey, let's go to Twitch and kind of put our brand in and see what happens.
And I feel like one thing that can be useful for a sponsor, the idea just slipped out of my head, but let's just get back to it later. The idea literally slipped out of my head as I was saying it. I was like, Dahlia's like, stay in there, but it slipped out because you were talking about the different sponsors. Cool. Sorry.
I think that if you have a larger, well, obviously, if you have a consistent stream and a lot of people come by your stream or whatever, it's gonna be easier to ask for sponsors and things like that. But like, if you're not just naturally able to grow your stream, it's gonna be harder to get a sponsor. So I think as a newer streamer and things like that, it's not really an area that you need to be concerned about.
Yeah.
And I think that you should, if someone likes your stream or whatever your gameplay or whatever it is, and they come to you, I think that's more of a reality than you like really trying to go out. But if you're managing like 10, even like I'd say around 10, not even 10.
Mm-hmm.
If you get 10 average viewers, I think that's pretty worthy to ask for a small like, hey, I got some viewers. Like,
really, you think 10? You think 10 is a small is a good number?
I think it's good enough to ask someone. I won't say like it's good enough to have someone accept you.
It's a good starting point.
To start to like,
it's to let them know that, hey man, like there's people coming. Like I have potential to grow my channel. Like 10 people.
They can always look at your streams, right? There's a reason why there's bots and saves and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly.
And like maybe not now, but you know what? Let's keep them in the pocket. Keep them in the
So okay, I remember what came to my mind now. It's similar to it's kind of like choosing a sponsor. I notice a lot of streamers don't do it. It's like they see an organization that's sponsored by this new product, for example. They would go and hit up they're part of this community within this organization, and they would go hit up the product sponsor and be like, hey, can I get my own discount code? I'm from this community, but can I get a discount code? Whereby this actually hurts not only the individual, but it actually hurts the community. It's like the way that the sponsor thinks of the community itself. Because the sponsor is like, okay, well, this guy came from this community, let me give him a discount code because I'm already working with this community.
Yeah.
But then
that's hard to control.
It is hard to control, but
that's out of your control actually. That's like saying
but that's still
but the thing is what I realized with that is because we had it in the past is that one of the guys that used to come to my stream hit up Grind and say, hey, this guy's doing a charity event, right? And he's like, Grind, do you want to sponsor his charity event? But then from what I understand from talking to Grind is that the guy that went to Grind to do the charity event posed as an AMG member and not a community person.
Yeah.
But
but that's out of your control, right?
No, but I sorted it out because the guy actually tweeted it.
Yeah, but that's a misunderstanding that's outside of your power.
Yeah.
Outside of your control.
But that would also be like an affiliation as well. Because because the way I see it is we have an agreement with them, and we've received certain products in order to put their name out there and things like that. What he would be getting just a discount. Personally, I feel like that wouldn't have hurt our community personally. But I do believe that, him trying to pose as somebody, we can clear that up, which you did.
Yeah.
But even if they said, you know what, we're still going to send you a code, that's still an affiliation, which, like I said, a lot of people go online and they try to build that out like, hey, I'm sponsored. It's like, no, bro, you're not getting paid. You're not getting anything for free or in the name of, you have to pay for everything.
Right.
And that's what I want people to understand too, because like, if you going online and telling people that you're sponsored and you're not sponsored, like you're just affiliated, you're affiliated with, which just means that yes, they gave you a discount code or a code to, make some money, sure, but also to just because you're with them, they're associated with you. They gave you the code. That's it. That's all they did. You have to do everything else yourself.
But beside that, it's like when these small streamers or these streamers, I won't say small streamers, I'm going to stop using the word small streamers, but when these streamers go and just fill out a form and just instantly get a code, and when they do that, they're like, partnered up with this and that, let's go, but it's
think of it.
There's no human interaction there. You just went to fill out a form and get a code.
But think of it from the sponsor's perspective. They don't care.
They don't care. Yeah, those ones don't care. Those ones, exactly.
Yeah, they're thinking.
And those are the sponsors that you kind of don't want. Those are the type of sponsors I feel like for a gamer or streamer community you don't want, because they're not focused. They just want their name to be out. So the streamer is just another walking billboard for them and nothing else.
Yeah, but at the same time, the streamer is also getting the value that, hey, I am a sponsored by this whatever. So it makes it looks like good on their stream or whatever. I think it's a give and take at that situation.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a good streamer, well, it just depends on like if you're a good streamer. Like if you're thinking, hey, I'm gonna get a couple sales off of this. Let me at least try to get a couple sales off of this. At least show these guys that I can do something from it. A lot of some affiliations, depending on which affiliations you go to, you can actually get something better out of it if you have a better strategy going into it. Right. If you're just going in there to get a code and saying that you're a partner, oh, okay. If you're actually going to get a code to do some type of work, like, yes, I'm actually going to avidly try to get you guys somebody to buy this for you. Even if it's over, so let's say I do one sale a month, one sale every 2 months. That's at least something. You get what I'm saying? Whether that's 20 to,
they gave you a discount code. They made $40.
Yeah, or $40. You know what I mean? And at the end of the year, let's say they accumulated somewhat of like $200, maybe less than that. That's a pretty good year for a guy that just did an affiliation link. Most people don't even use discount codes. To me, that's a good. You know what I mean? Especially if you're a small streamer. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So, like I said, that's just me personally. Like, it just depends on who's actually getting the code. You're doing it just for the clout, it's not going to work. You're doing it to actually put some stats out there, analytics. Hey, I gave y'all $200. Give me something. You know what I mean? So.
Hey, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna fill up my drink really quick.
Okay. Go fill up that Grimes.
Don't open that closet to the left. We know there's a dead body in there.
It just falls right out as soon as you open it.
Hey, y'all gonna see me? It's time to go.
Cut the stream off instantly.
I'm out of here. I don't know what just happened. Oh man, but yeah, man. That's cool, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
so like all in all, I think we covered. Well, the next question is kind of like how. Right, we more covered who to approach or what to approach and when to approach, but how to approach is the next question. It's what do you do or what do you say when you go in front of these people asking to partner with them?
Well, I think, and I went.
It goes hand in hand with what we talked about, but just get, I want to get that topic.
But I actually went to DreamHack last year. I missed going outside because I missed DreamHack this year. But hopefully it'll either come in the end of the year or. That's a very good. If you guys are in the Atlanta area, I think they do. They did somewhere in California, all over the United States, and in other countries. We got to meet one of the guys that was partnered with Discord, or he was one of the creators of Discord. And so he was like, so one of them asked and said, "Hey, what are you looking for when being approached by a streamer or someone?" And oddly enough, this man said nothing about numbers. He absolutely, he literally said, "I could give 2 shits if you have 10,000 viewers." Yeah. Because that's not really what you're looking for. Right. We touched 10,000 people, but are those 10,000 people actually using the program? Right. Are they using Discord? Are they engaged? Are they actually going through emotes? Right. What is the actual person using? So let's go for an example like AlphaTube. AlphaTube. So let's say that in his Discord, he's using his Discord. Everybody's spamming emotes. There's events going on in the Discord. People are talking and stuff like that. He said, that's someone I'm looking for as a partner. Yeah. You can literally pull up your analytics and go, everybody is talking in this thing. Yeah. I don't care about 10,000. Yeah. And that's him, like, you know what I mean? So how to approach and stuff like that. I feel like that's something that you guys need to understand as well. Like, you know what I mean? Just going back and also like looking at your work, sure. But the biggest thing is like, is my community active enough to approach someone like Discord? But the how is fairly simple to me personally. I think you literally, like I said, type in letters, you find out who's actually over that department. Don't call the guy that does payroll at Discord. No, he doesn't know anything. Yeah. So make sure you know who you're talking to. Yeah. Like you actively need to. A lot of people reach out to these people and they don't know what they're talking to, and you wonder why you don't get a message back. Because that guy is probably sitting there like, I don't know who the hell that is.
Right.
I don't know who's over that department. I just come in and collect the check and I go home. I'm just on Twitter. Like, that's it, dog. I just follow. I don't know.
That's true. And then the thing that I kind of hate, right? Because from a business standpoint, is when gamers or streamers would come and approach you and they don't give you their real name. They just give you their gamer tag.
Yeah, nobody. No,
they're not like, hey, I want you to sponsor me. Like, who are you? I am Bobby Gaming or B Dog Gaming or something like that, right? Just give them a real name. They need a person to person contact. They don't want to go around and say like, oh, I sponsor this gamer. What's his name? B Dog, and what's his real name? B Dog.
You want to build a relationship. You don't want to. You don't want to just be that guy known as like Tim the Tap Man.
Give me a second.
Yeah.
You want to actually have a personal relationship with your sponsor.
Right.
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely. You want to get to know them and stuff like that. That's why I think you need to make sure you know who the hell you're talking to. I'm not expecting you to ask this dude like where he live at and personal dating questions.
Right.
At least know and also that too, like know the business. Right? That would be dumb as hell for you to go in there and you don't know nothing about who's the CEO of Discord.
Yeah.
Why do you want to be partnered with someone who doesn't know like the little stuff, like little things that you can just Google? So make sure you do your homework on who you're actually talking to. Because they're gonna ask those questions. Like they're gonna ask what made you do this? What made you come in and do this or wanna work with us? And you just going, I'm just a positive streamer. Great. They got like 10,000 emails that say the same shit that you're about to spew out your mouth. So you know what I mean? Like, make it make sense. Like, know who you're talking to and know why you're trying to build your brand around that sponsor.
And also, I feel like when you're going in front of a sponsor, as I said, it goes hand in hand, is to show them analytics of your Twitch stream, of your Twitter, of your Instagram, like that kind of thing. Like whichever platform that you feel you're best on, like the top 2 or 3 of them, show all of that to them so that they know, like, okay, well, this guy has a huge following and majority of them interact with his stream or with his Twitter accounts or, like with his social media activity. Most of them react to it or, there's activity to it. And that would help, greatly with the people, I would say.
Yeah, and don't be scared. Don't be scared to reach out. Don't be scared to show them your analytics. I mean,
give me a quick second, guys. You guys just keep going.
Everybody's just like, sometimes people are like super scared to like, hey, I want to like kind of fake and try to finesse around certain followers. And I mean, what I actually, just show what you can do. You never know what they might say, man. You know what I mean? And they might see something in you. So, just, you only got to do all that faking and finessing and show the analytics, show the progress that you've been making. And things like that, man. Show them why you're a good streamer, why you feel like you're a good streamer, why you deserve this opportunity to get, the partnership or that sponsor that's coming. You never know, bro. It's be honest with you. I see more people with like a couple thousand maybe. I just seen another dude who's sponsored by Game Fuel. That dude has like 800 followers. I don't know how many Twitch followers or anything else, but he had, he's just doing his thing, man. He's just consistent. They love him because he's consistent. So they add him. They love him. They like his stuff. You know what I mean? Things like that. So, but yeah, man, like this is how I see it, man. Don't be scared. Don't be scared.
Yeah. So I think just to recap everything that we went through, it's kind of like, who to approach. Approach a brand that you believe in, approach a brand that you support, or approach a brand that you believe in their mission. You and that sponsor has the same mission. When to approach them, obviously, when and how. Well, when relates to your following. So if you have a good active followers with you or active supporters that would that believes in what you believe in, to go on this adventure with you on the sponsor, and how it's basically when you go in front of the sponsor and you show them your analytics, your data, your accumulations of viewers and social media supporters in order for them to to support you, I would say, as well, or to sponsor you as a sponsor. And you got to keep on, talking about your sponsors now and again on stream, or within your tweets, tag them, so that at least they know that you're still here trying, even though maybe your activity fell off. At least when you tag them, at least they could see, okay, he has a nice artwork in, he tags us, and they're trying, rather than just not doing anything about it. So I think that covers most of the topic here today. If anyone have anything to add, I think that mainly covers everything, if I'm right.
Just thank everybody for coming through, man. It's a marathon, not a race.
Yeah.
Take your time, have fun, be positive.
Just the five W's,
Yeah.
I do have a comment about when Bobby, you were talking about how some guy just went off posing as an AMG member.
Right.
I think if you have like someone in your org that's designated to handle sponsor, deal with the sponsor, right when you go to the sponsor, you can be like, hey, we're in the sponsorship, whatever. If you want to expand through our community or whatever, just let the XYZ person know, and they'll deal with it. Otherwise, then they'll know at least if it's official or not. Like,
right.
If we say, hey, we don't know who this guy is.
Give them a person to go through. Hey.
Yeah.
That might be a solution. But anyways, that was my thought for that.
You guys look amazing. Nick Awesome, you look amazing, dog.
My dude went from a Nike t-shirt to a Nike hoodie. This guy is...
I'm fucking cold.
Hey,
this guy's a huge Nike supporter. That guy...
He's a Nike sponsored by Nike.
Yeah, sponsored by Nike.
Pulls his pants on, his underwear says Nike on it too. Just do it. Just do it on his
tattoos.
I'm telling you, man.
Oh,
no, we're not.
Man.
See, that's how you promote. That's how you be a good sponsor.
Just do it,
That's
James,
just do it.
Remember?
Hey, you know what? I'm about to go in here and put this Nike hoodie on.
Yeah.
We'll get the email. We'll get that email, guys.
Yeah.
I'll reach out to him.
You'll reach out to him, please.
I'll talk to my guy.
You got your guy.
Nike sends our email straight to spam.
Pulls out a Nike cup.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if Nike would move out into like the esports, because that's getting.
I think
bigger,
they have already.
Yeah.
They have already.
Oh, they have.
Yeah, Nike is sponsoring Talon One, Asia Esports League.
Are they?
Yeah. So they have Nike on one side and then their logo on the next side.
But that's also what I'm saying too. I'm surprised some of these and I get 2020 was like a down year, but you see a lot of you don't really see streamers even reaching out to like those those bigger entities that just have not been a voice in esports yet.
Right.
Now I'm pretty sure they
But all the luxury brands, if you notice in our Discord in the esports announcement, it's like Gucci signed with an esport already. So
that's exactly what I was about to say. Why no Versace gaming team, bro?
Dude,
You understand me?
that's so.
I think Gucci sponsors FaZe. Yeah, Gucci sponsors FaZe on their stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
I ain't trying to buy no $10,000 jersey.
Yeah. Yeah. Our jersey just launched 10,000. We have a discount, $8,000. People be like, "Fuck no!" It's my life savings right now. Yeah.
That'd be crazy though. That would be wild as hell, like a Gucci jersey.
Yeah.
That would be wild.
I mean, with
Not even like a.
if you do have the right kind of manufacturer,
Walmart
you could
brand.
make a fake Gucci jersey.
I'm not even like a big brand guy, but I would definitely wear a Gucci jersey. Just walk around E3 with a Gucci jersey.
Shoot, I'm looking.
That would be
for
tight,
them
dude.
I
Walmart
would
brand
pop
sponsorship.
right after.
And one controller. And one was a brand before, dude.
Walmart being sponsor.
Crazy.
That's wild.
Yeah.
James and his OnlyFans.
I know,
Love
man.
his OnlyFans.
Let
bro.
me find out you really have an OnlyFans.
Looking
Dude, he
at
does.
looking
He
at
sent us
games
a
for
link
man.
last week, I think.
Hey, bro, y'all know I don't care. If you do, that's cool, bro. All day game. Hey, man, someone got to pay them bills, dog. Hey, you got to pay them bills. You got to do what you got to do, man.
Every time
Twitch,
looking at games,
OnlyFans.
like his actual body figure reminds me of that meme with that big ass that black dude that's naked that's sitting there on the edge of a seat. I'll send that to you guys. They memed the shit out of that, but I was like,
please don't.
Like, yo, Gaines.
Don't send me that.
I don't want no naked dudes in my DMs.
It's so funny, dude. Every time I think.
That was to the boys.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah.
Sponsor.
I think that's got some.
Podcast going to hell.
I think that's got some other meaning, Bobby. Every time you think of Gaines, you think of a naked dude.
Sorry, Gaines.
Here's what it is.
Fantasies.
Oh no.
Sounds like new content idea.
Yeah, exactly. Gotta think out of the box, right? So.
You gotta do what you gotta do, man. You gotta pay them bills.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's what it is.
Yeah, I think we most covered sponsors. I think as I mentioned to you guys in our previous podcast, or even on my previous stream, it's kind of like what we aim to do within our podcast series is to bring in people to interview them, whether it's our partners, our charity partners, our sponsors, our product partners, or even different streamers, gamers, our community members, basically. To kind of interview them and help them, gain a bit of exposure. I mean, we don't have much of a people watching yet because obviously we're new to this podcast and we never actually stream on a regular on this AMG's account.
Yeah.
But if we make it regular, I feel like we're gonna build in terms of the community. We'll build in terms of people that wants to listen to a podcast or wants to get some, useful knowledge within esports or within gaming, I would say.
Yeah.
And
hopefully we can share if we invite community members, we can share some clip that they share with us, like a funny clip or like a highlight play or something like that. And we can
definitely
give some exposure through the podcast too to help our
or kind of like an intro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you give a shout out, so
right. So yeah, I think that pretty much wraps up what we have here. The topic of today's stream. If any of you fellas have any last words?
No.
If not, then I want to thank everyone that stopped by. Bats, Big Daddy Gaines, Chrissy Baby, Get Right In, Minion 619, Nuclear Pigeons, Perk, Relic,
we got Rey Mysterio
and Skeet 1. Thank you one. Thank you all for joining. We'll see you back here next Sunday. So our podcast, we confirmed, will be here every Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. Sunday night. Mark your calendars, guys. Mark your calendars. Give up your best Sunday TV shows that you usually watch and just come watch this TV show here.
You got Netflix.
Our stuff will be uploaded to SimpleCast YouTube as well, and on our website. We are working on a new website currently, so we will be launching that new website pretty much soon. Yeah, I'll go later. So we'll be working on that new website soon. Well, we are already working on the new website. I just need to take some time to sit down and finish it. But working on that new website just to get everything done and launched.
Mm-hmm.
So from us, everyone here, including this new sexy man that took over McAwesome stream, calling himself McAwesome, sponsored by Nike. And the beef jerky Korean down here.
Sponsored by beef jerky.
And the NASA guy here. I didn't see your sweater. NASA.
We out of space. The new space force.
NASA guy. We're all sponsored by various different peoples,
Didn't pay me to get out.
Yeah, but thank you all for watching, and we'll see you guys next Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern.
All right, peace out.
Peace out. Thank you guys. Peace.